What's up, everybody? Joshua Salvetti. Welcome back to another lesson of the High Performance Trader. And today I want to break down how to approach the market in a very simple, systematic way that's going to help you understand who's currently in control of the market, right? Whether it be buyers or sellers, and how to get in and out of the market, risking little to make massive profits, right? So each and every single day, guys, I approach the market one way only: identifying and adapting to market conditions. I know I talk about this all the time, but today in this lesson, I really want to flesh out, break out what exactly that means, right? What exactly do I mean when I'm saying identifying market conditions? Because at the end of the day, guys, this is how I trade without fear. I talk to so many traders each and every single day, and a lot of them have these same issues, right? They're trying to catch reversals, which is making them lose, and they can't hold on to winning trades, and they hold on to losers way too long, right? So this is crucial for you to become consistent, right? You have to figure this out. You have to get past it. So I want to dive deep into changing the way you look at the market, because if I could change your perspective, I can get you to stop making these errors, right? So that's the goal of today. I really want to break down how I approach it, how I look at it, how I perceive it, and how that helps me to make consistent profitability, right? So, guys, at the end of the day, it's very simple. So every single day, my job as a retail day trader is to identify critical levels. So basically, what critical levels are levels on a chart that help me understand who's in control of the market, right? Support, resistance, supply, demand. The four main critical levels of a daily candle, which is previous day high, previous day low, previous day close, and the previous day open. Because the way candlesticks work, right, and always relate this to human behavior, right? So the market's price is going up and down every single day. Now, what makes the price of the market go up and down is beliefs, right? Beliefs in buyers, beliefs in sellers, right? Buyers think price is going to go up, so they buy. Sellers think price is going to go down, so they sell. So based on the collective mind of the market, right, which is whoever has the more influence that day, whether it's buyers, sellers, maybe it's chop, right, maybe it's a trending market, maybe it's balance, but based on the beliefs of the buyers and sellers is what we get and is known as price action. So once you get a more general understanding of what exactly these chart patterns are, what exactly makes up price action, it's going to help you understand why we need to approach the market in a probabilistic manner, right? We have to think in probabilities. Now, what does that mean? Probabilities means averages, law of averages. Out of 100 trades, we're looking to put on 50, 60% winning ratio. Obviously, we want high win ratio. But my goal every single day is to not give this trade that much significance, right? And I know this is kind of contradicting, but this is why most traders fail, is because they're trying to win every single trade, right? They're basing their emotions, their wholeness, right? How good they feel about themselves and their trading based on the last trade, and that's why they're failing, right? Because they can't hold on to that trade because they just want to take the profit super quick to lock in the win, or they can't let go of that trade when it's going against them because they don't want to accept the loss, right? So it's crucial for you to start looking at the market in a probabilistic manner. If you were playing poker, would you expect to win every single hand? Absolutely not. The reason why successful poker players are so successful is because their ability to identify a lesser um a lesser they're able to lose. They're able to identify, hey, this isn't a good hand. This hand doesn't have a high probability of winning, so I'm gonna fold, right? And on the flip side, when they do have a good hand, they're able to bet more on that trade, right? Which is why we look for opportunities to add to our winning positions. So I could go on this for hours, guys, but I need you. It's critical. It's so serious that you learn to approach the market in a probabilistic manner. I mean, I have guys in my Discord, right, that literally break down how a general 50% win ratio on a flip of a coin, when approached in a probabilistic manner, can make you money. It's not the win ratio that creates consistency. Trust me, any profitable, any consistent trader will tell you, yeah, it's good to have winning trades, but it is not the main way to consistency. To become consistent, you need to be able to identify this and look at this in a probabilistic manner, right? You have to think in probabilities. You have to be okay with losers. You have to be. If you're not okay with losing in the market, you might as well give up right now. If you're basing your happiness, your wholeness, and your consistency on your last trade, you're failing. Right? This is why at the High Performance Trader Discord, we go so deep into journaling and team metrics, right? And grading our win ratio over the last month, right? Over the last year, over the last, quarter, right? It's not today's trade. It's the behaviors you can implement over the next 100 trades, right? So just really, guys, you have to change perspective, and we have ways for that. Click the links below where I can teach you. I'll show you. I will mentor you into probabilistic mentalities. This is how you become profitable. This is how you achieve consistency. It's not about watching videos about strategies and having, you're not missing anything. You know all the strategies. I truly believe 90% of traders know all the strategies. They know how to trade, right? But they put so much significance on this single trade where they tend to overthink it. They don't let go of their losers, right? And they don't add to their winners. And I truly believe that's why most traders aren't consistent. If they approach this like they were playing poker, they would be consistent. I mean, I know traders with less than 40% win ratio, and they're still profitable because they know how to demonstrate proper risk reward, right? They understand 1-2 ratios, 1-3 ratios. Like they get that. They go, hey, listen, this is a loser, but I'm only losing 15%. That's all I lose. I like they understand when they're in a winning trade, they add to it. When they're in a loser, they don't tolerate it. That mentality is how you become consistent. Not the strategy, not your win ratio, right? Not how much money you made on this last trade because you put so much significance in it, right? Like there's a fine line there, and I really need you to understand that. All right, so what I want to do today is just show you how I approach the market in a very simple way every single day, right? So I want to talk about Friday real quick, the massive sell-off. It's super good. Tons of opportunity once again in the market if you were able to look at it in the correct manner, right? So last Sunday I posted a video and I was like, listen, I'm going to be watching 44870 critically going into this week, right? So 44870, this was the level, and I said this before the week even started. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or brag here, but what I was doing is I was going, hey, I don't care who defends this level. If it's buyers, no doubt I'm going long. If it's sellers, no doubt I'm going short. I'm approaching this in a completely unbiased cognition, right? Where my mental process is going, hey, I don't care what happens. As long as I can identify in the now moment what's happening, I'm going to make money, right? So, how do you do this, Josh? Very simple. I identify a level that had significance, right? This 44878. It has significance. Why? Because you can see here, this was a level of support and it was broken, right? So once support, now resistance. Critical. Why is this critical? Because you're actually identifying buyers in control and then sellers taking control. Remember, for us to make money in a consistent fashion, we have to first identify market conditions. So understanding who's in control, whether it be buyers or sellers, is critical to putting on consistent trades, right? So buyers showed up here, defended it. Sellers show up here, defended it. So as we come retest this level, right, I'm going, hey, whoever defends this level, I'm looking to trade with, right? So sellers defend it, no doubt. Boom, we break above it. Super, it's super bullish, right? Because this was resistance. Or I'm sorry, this was support. Now it's resistance, and now it's support again. So Friday comes and we're hovering above this level, this 44878 area. Now, if buyers can defend this level, I'm bullish. If sellers invalidate this break and retest to the upside, right? I'm extremely bearish. So this is another thing I talk about constantly. Our job as retail traders is to, once again, understand who's in control of the market. How do we do this? Chart patterns. Okay, so we have a bullish break and retest right here. Why is it bullish? Because it was resistance. Boom. Buyers broke resistance. Extremely bullish. So now, if we can get a bounce or a retest in this area, validating the chart pattern, right? That's important. I will be looking for longs to 45109, 45238, 45362, right? Retesting this high. If buyers don't show up, do I just not trade and go, oh, my plan's invalidated? No. Now I go, hey, if buyers don't show up here, that means sellers are in control and I'm looking to trade with them, right? This is how I change my mentality, my cognition to bullish or bearish, right? So now based on whatever happens at this critical level, I don't care what happens. I'm not trying to predict what happens, right? That's the best part about it. I'm sitting stagnant going, hey, whoever does defend this, I'm trading with, right? So in pre-market, we break this level. Now look at the selling pressure that comes into the market once we break this level. So we break the level, boom, get rid of it. Now I'm looking for an area to enter short, targeting the next critical level, the next demand zone. Now what's cool here is previous day low, one of our critical levels of the daily time frame, was also snapped, broken. Another extremely bearish signal, right? Because if buyers can't, let's break that down. We had demand here. What is demand? Demand is an area of value we're looking for buyers to show up in, right? They showed up here violently. So we identify that as an area of value. We're looking for buyers to show back up there. If they don't, I'm even more bearish. Notice how I'm using the levels to identify my cognition, right? So price literally snaps below previous day low. Now, guys, it's all about your ability to identify intraday price action, which once again is literally break and retest. Okay, so price snaps 44689, right? Let me show you where I got 44689. 44689 was a crucial level that buyers and sellers fought over all day on Wednesday, right? Once again, just identifying areas that were battles previously in the week, right? Previous price action, right? Trust me, previous price action. That's how I identify my targets, sometimes my entries, right? So now I'm looking to see what happens at this level. Now, obviously, we have a very strong demand zone right here at 445 and so on and so forth, right? And then literally we just continue to pull from previous days, right? This is where I got all my levels. So if we can snap 445, I'm then looking for a move down to 44426, and then if we snap 44246, I'm then looking down, move down to 44279. Right? It's literally previous price action, guys. Look at that's literally how I'm grabbing it. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. What happened previously? Is that buyer going to show back up? If not, target the next zone. Okay. So once again, our state of mind is extremely bearish. What do I need to see? Right? So I don't just enter short, right? I'm looking for an area, a critical level to be broken and retested. That critical area this day was pre-market low. Pre-market low was 44689, right? We hovered above it, snapped below it, right? This is weakness. Now, once again, all the buyers that went long here, boom, they're now in losing trades. Once the price comes back up to their entry, this demand turning to supply, this is our entry short right here. Boom, very large candle. We enter short. Our stop loss is above 44689, right? Why? Because we've identified now a low risk, high reward setup, right? We got extremely low targets of 44508, and even lower, we're extremely bearish. We're trading with market conditions. Notice we're not looking for reversals. We're not looking for buyers to show up. We're not trying to be the first buyer and catch the fake out. We're not trying to predict what's happening. We are literally making decisions based on the information in front of us. This is the epitome of reacting to price action versus predicting it. So we enter short, market continues to tank. Now check something out though. This is how I stay in trades, right, guys? Because listen, you're going to be presented tons of opportunities where buyers you're entering trade short, right? How do you know to stay in them? And all what I do is create bearish, in this scenario, bearish structure and wait for it to be invalidated, right? The way I do that is literally by grabbing the lows of the candles, right? And then watching it break and retest. Look at this one. Look at this one. 44626. Break, retest. So this is how you trade with market conditions. This is how you stay in trades longer. This is how you cut losers short. Notice, guys, this is exactly how you become a trader who thinks in probabilities, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. If you want more of this, if you want mentorship, if you want to get involved with the HPT Discord, now is the time. The prices are extremely cheap. They're going to be changing in the future because the value is growing extremely, right? And my goal is to bring you guys as much value as possible, right? So I'm Joshua Salvetti. Click the link below if you want to get involved. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit a like, subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next.